Banks got bailed out with hundreds of billions of U.S. tax dollars. Citibank alone got $45 billion, $25 billion each for J.P. Morgan Chase and Wells Fargo. Bank of America also got $45 billion. The banks have largely paid the money back. They're back on their feet and making record profits. Bank of America just announced a $6.2 billion profit this quarter. For the protesters in the streets, it all adds up to a system that is rigged for the big guys at the expense of the masses who struggle with little help. So imagine the surprise when Bank of America announced, in the middle of all these bad feelings about banks, a new fee. It didn't seem like much in the grand scheme of things, $5 a month for the use of your debit card. But from Wall Street to Main Street, the news landed with a giant thud, even in sunny Southern California. If you don't think there's deep anger out there at the big banks, take a look at this. The story of a grassroots movement launched from a laptop by a woman who couldn't take another fee.
The final straw came with the announcement of the $5 fee monthly to use your debit card. This policy is directed at anyone with less than $20,000 in combined accounts. So it became clear to me that this policy directly targets the impoverished and working class and was not something that I could support.
Her name is Kristen Christian. After 13 years at Bank of America, she decided to move her money to a local credit union. Now this one-time gallery owner has suddenly been thrust into the internet limelight. It started when she reached out to her friends on Facebook, encouraging them to take a stand against large banks. She designated November 5th as Bank Transfer Day.
Bank Transfer Day began as an encouragement to 500 friends to examine their options for local credit unions, because I felt that our money can have a greater positive impact on the local level instead of the corporate level.
She says she never intended to be the voice of a movement, but the numbers have become overwhelming and the attention is nonstop.
In 2 weeks, we have nearly 60,000 supporters. So the response has been deafening. And a message I have relayed to individual supporters over and over is, when I decided to move my money to a local credit union, I did so knowing that I would not be sending a message to the banks, that one person closing their account does not say anything. Taking part in this peaceful and direct action, they won't be able to drown out the noise we're going to make.
And that noise is getting louder. But she's starting to feel overwhelmed. She's closed the art gallery she ran and moved out of her apartment. Her privacy is gone with news articles and 24-hour cable news appearances. But she says she will continue to try to change the world from her new office, this coffee shop with its free Wi-Fi.
Overall, I have to say it's worth it. If there is one message I think the average supporter of Bank Transfer Day wanted to relay to the banks, it is, we are done with your mismanagement of funds and unethical business practices. We are choosing to move our money to the local level, where it will be used effectively and ethically to create growth within our own local communities.
If you've got it, watch it. If you don't, call your TV provider to get HDNet today.